Hey kids, it's great to see you again. Missed you last week, but I'm glad to be back this week. Hey, I hope you've said Happy Father's Day to somebody this week, whether it's just your dad or your granddad or maybe some of the folks in the church here with us today. You've made sure to say Happy Father's Day, and I hope that you'll make a long list of those folks before you're done. I want to introduce somebody to you. My very own dad is here with me, and I'm really glad to be with him this week. Dad's been my dad for over 55 years, and he's done a really good job of it. Right. And we are right here where a lot of learning took place, where Dad taught me a lot of things. He taught me how to ride a bike, and he taught me lots of things that I don't probably even remember being taught. But out here, right out there was a lot of learning about working, wasn't there? About working hard, being able to put a shovel in your hand and be able to do good work. And you know what's funny is that I prize that, and it's a big part of what I've tried to pass on to Drew and to Elise. And now we're going to see if we can pass it along to Callie and LJ and Juliet and all those kinds of things. But Dad was great dad in so many different ways. But above all else, what I appreciated is that you loved Mom. And that made you the best dad of all, because it made a great household for us. And then you were by our sides wherever we were going and whatever we were doing, and I appreciated that very, very, very much.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. You know, Jesus, in his teaching, made sure that he re-emphasized what God had emphasized all the way back at Mount Sinai with Moses, that one of the most important things in being people that honor God is that we are people who honor our mother and father. And yes, at a very basic level, honoring your mother and father is about obeying them. And I didn't always do that, but I did it enough. But when it came to important things, I think I did my best to obey. And I know that you're kids who obey. And sometimes it's not always easy, but we also do it. You know, it's a lot more than that. Honoring our father and mother are about respecting where they come from, about understanding who they are. And what's really neat is that I realize that you're not this old yet, but when you get to be my age, someday you're going to look back and you're going to be able to say, this isn't just my dad, this is my friend. And that came from giving him that honor back then and continuing to honor him today. And you know what's really interesting is that I feel like the honor I give him has now come back to me again. And it's really just a great, great blessing to be in that relationship with you, Dad.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, son.
So I want to encourage you to be sure that as you think about honoring your dad today, it isn't just about, oh, let's see, how am I going to obey him this way and that way? But you really do invest in the things that are going to be about honoring him, about understanding who he is and understanding where he comes from, because someday your dad is also going to be your friend. And I hope that you'll plant seeds today that'll get you there in the future. So I want you to try something for me. Whether you're here in the audience or whether you're at home, I want you to turn to your dad or somebody, grandfather maybe, and I want you to say, Happy Father's Day. So try it real quick for me. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Okay, now I want you to now look around, and I realize they probably won't be your dad, but I know there's some important men that are helpful to you and bless you. And I want you to turn around. Maybe you need to stand up where you are and look around to them and make eye contact. And I want you to say Happy Father's Day to them. Are you ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that was great. That was great. What a good job. Okay, so now I want you to not just look at somebody in general, but I want you to think about all the men that are part of your church family and the way they're a blessing to you. Even if you don't know them all that well, they're working very hard to be a blessing in your life. And I just want you to stand up. In fact, let's all stand together. Let's all stand together. And on 3, let's say it to each other. 1, 2, 3. Happy Father's Day!